Hello everyone, this is Helen from Moonlit Soapwork, and today we are actually doing a test video. I just got my new camera set up and haven't get on to do a soap video yet, but I am a little behind on my bath bomb, so I decided this is gonna be my first video with the new camera and my very first bath bomb making videos of some sort. This is just a video blog type of video, so this is definitely not a tutorial. I am not a bath bomb guru. In fact, I have so many fail. It's not even funny. But lately I have locked down to a recipe that I like. I mean, the bath bomb itself is always good. It's just that some of us who struggle with bath bomb making in the past, is the matter of the bath bomb cracking while it's drying, or the shape doesn't hold, or it go flat in the bottom. All those things. It's really more how it look. The ingredient of bath bomb are pretty kind of basic across the board. Some people add a touch of here, this and that to it, but it really basically is a combination of baking soda and citric acid, and then I add Epsom salt to all mine, which kind of contribute toward the fail batch sometimes, because when it's a super rainy day, the Epsom salt will attract the moisture in the air, so it will activate the bath bomb a little bit. So sometimes I get this little bath bomb that have this little bump on it that look kind of like little pimple in the bath bomb. It sound worse than it is. It's just tiny little bump over. It's not a perfectly smooth circle. So it's just kind of a try and error kind of thing with bath bomb making. It's all depend on temperature, mostly humidity, and since I am in Texas, humidity go up and down depend on whether we've been waiting for a week or been going on a dry run for a few days. So I try to do it, only make bath bomb when it's nice and dry, but there are times when I need to fill my stock, and it's been raining for a little bit or it look a little cloudy. I recently purchased a small space dehumidifier, which is not on right now because I didn't want the sound to affect the video, but I will turn it on as soon as I finish the batch, just to suck out whatever extra moisture is. If it dry too fast, it will have crack line too. So it's all those things. So basically this is the dry ingredient I have. Basically it's just baking soda, citric acid, Epsom salt. It have clay, it have cream of tartar, and it have SLSA for the bubble, and I think that's about it. And then over here is my wet ingredients. I already pre-measure it out, and this in here I have Party Sorbet 80, white span oil, and the fragrance that I am using in this batch, which all mixed in together. And the fragrance I'm using on this batch is the berry nutty fragrant oil from Crafter's Choice. This is a small bottle. This is the first time I'm trying it. I have not even tried this one in soap yet, and it smells so good, like super yummy out of the bottle. So going into bath bomb, so it's gonna smell super nice. And we are using the hand press right here. I'll move it over. It's basically a hand press. The hand press right here, I got this from Jason, who's one BathbombXpress, and these are the mold I'm using. This is a 3D printed donut mold. Jason does sell the plastic mold and the stainless steel black mold, which is what I'm gonna upgrade to eventually. But this is the one that is a 3D one that I purchased from, I believe, his brother, who won another site that actually sell these. So I got this cute little bath bomb mold. It comes with 2 pieces and one came apart with a little holder, 2 pieces of the donut, and then this is the base to push it up. Okay, so that's that. And you don't have to use the press. You can hand mold them if you want to. I just found it a little more easier on my arms after the 10th one if I use the press. And this is just a hand press. That's all I can afford right now. I will upgrade to the next one, which is had to hook up to a compressor. So here's the dry ingredient, here's a mixed ingredient, and then color wise I am doing a blood orange and a and a yellow right here. If you can see, both of them. This yellow is actually called Lemon Lake, which is from True Wise Heart, which she have a site on Etsy, and these are all batch certified color for bath bomb. So these two are the two main color, and I'm gonna add just a touch because of the berry. I had this beautiful berry twist micas from Neutral. Have not tried this in soap yet, but I just got this in I think one of the mystery bag that I purchased from them. So this one's like super excited to use this one too. It's very pretty. As you can see, the color is very pretty. A little dark on the camera right here, but it's a very pretty color. Anyhow, so micas is one of the few thing on the SDA list for bath bomb and cosmetic that you can actually add into it without having it batch certified. At least that's how I understand it. I just read it again a couple weeks ago. So if anybody have a different opinion on it, just feel free to comment me. But so far, as far as I understand, the all bath bomb have to be a bath bomb color for sale at least. Personal use is a different story. For sale, it had to be a batch certified color, except mica. Mica you could use non-batch certified, as long as it's, you know, cosmetic grade, I guess. So that's that. And so here's my mixture. And I could already see them clumping up a little, but that means that there might be some moisture in the air. Anyhow, so we're gonna adjust it on the wet end. Once this go in, it's still gonna be just a little bit on the drier side. So what I do is I will use the rubbing alcohol to spray it on and add on, because witch hazel for me is the witch hazel is in the color mix, because it bring out the color, and you could boom your color too. I personally don't do it. It's a process I have yet to really master, but I actually like how the color come out on my product when I have it in the witch hazel. Color, the batch certified color look like, for their lake color, so they look totally different if you just only mix them in rubbing alcohol. The color are not as vibrant. Water and witch hazel give you a better color, so and it's more true to what the color will looks like once they hit the water. So that's that. Okay, just mix it in more, the fragrance and the oil. You could use any kind of light oil. I use rice bran oil on this batch. Sometimes I use jojoba oil, so it all depends on what you want. As long as it's light. Jojoba oils is really great for your skin, so it's rice bran. A lot of these oils have really high vitamin E, so, and sometimes some people even add like cocoa butter to it. I try to keep my oil as light as possible, even though there's some party over 80 in there already, so the color will dispense the oil and the color away so that nothing stick to your bathtub. But I just don't like the fact that anybody's bathtub is oily or slippery, you know, more slippery than they need it to be with the water when people using a bath bomb. So, but as always, all bath product, it will get slippery when you get out of the bathtub, so be very careful entering and exiting your bath at any time, not just using bath bomb. So here's just mix it in. Eventually I'm gonna upgrade it to a KitchenAid mixer, but like I say, I don't really sell a lot of bath bomb. That's not my focus. My focus is on soap making. This is just that when I do show, they have a little bit more variety for the customer to choose from. Sometimes they don't always want a bar of soap, or sometimes they want to add something extra to it. So, and then sometimes I have a sense in my soap that they love, but they don't, you know, there's still a lot of people who does not use a bar soap, but they like the scent. So if I could offer that in, let's say, a bath bomb, it will help to sell more too. But this is definitely really more for like a fun thing personally. Okay, so this batch is mixed in, and then I have two little containers over here. So this one smaller section is gonna be where the purple is gonna be, And this is going to be the, I think it's gonna be pretty much even half and half on between the orange and the yellow. Maybe more on the yellow. No, maybe even half and half. Let's see how the blood orange looks first. Actually, no, let's do the yellow. Let's do the yellow first. The only problem with mixing it by hand is that you want to be really careful, because this is a witch hazel already mixed in, so it will activate your batch. So you want to kind of mix in fast. This process would be better if I pre-boomed the color. I'll do that next time. Eventually, I keep telling them. It's an extra step. But see how pretty the color is already. Okay. You just had to keep mixing it. It just the color didn't go in as evenly with hand and also the liquid color. So but this color is very pretty. I apologize for the camera shaking. I realized that as I was working that I need to be a little more gentle. Okay, so this is the yellow batch, and this is actually pretty good with the moisture. I don't think I need to add any more to it. We'll see. Okay, so this is this. Then I'm gonna do this one is the black orange one. Have a very pretty strawberry color. See? Okay, so this is, see this pretty kind of a strawberry berry color. So this is what we're looking for. So that color is called blood orange. So it's more it's less yellow on the orange side, more reddish. It's a reddish orange. And one of the few thing I learned is if you do a fist and you toss it and it doesn't break apart, you're good to go. So if it's still breaking apart a little bit, then that's when you stop, mix it in a little bit. Although I probably should go a little drier because it looks like it might be raining soon. And if you see any little white lumps in there, they have not been mixed in because I'm not using a mixer and, you know, probably doing everything wrong. There we go. I just kind of like nip it with my hand so that it will go into the mixture. Can't catch them all, but not like Pokemon. Can't catch them all, but just a little bit that I see. I'm just being nitpicking. Truth is, most people won't even notice a lot of these things. Just like to mix it in a little bit. Pretty good. I'm gonna just moisten it just a little bit over because I still had to do the other color, so it will dry it up just a bit. If you ever find yourself thinking that it get too wet, just let it sit there for a little bit. It'll dry it up and then come back in and mix it up a little bit. So this. And the last one, last but not least, this one, we are gonna use the, I like to put a little bit on my cap because it's with micas, it's pretty much what you see. So you don't want to like shake it over the mixture because I have done that, and next thing you know I have this like deep blue when I only want a baby blue. Okay, I do have to put quite a lot more than that in there. Gonna just show a couple and then I'm gonna turn the camera off. You don't need to see me doing like 1,000 different bath bomb. So you take this and you just sort of mix it in a little bit. The 3 color. See? And then the 3rd color. Hold your finger where the hole is because otherwise the color gonna fall through and then you're gonna be mixing into or get your batch of color all muddy. You don't want that. Okay? So and just do it a little bit. I normally overpack my stuff too much anyway. So that's this. And then if you want to see how I fall down the thing, and I just put my pinky in there and sort of just kind of clear it out because it's gonna be transferred over there anyway. So that's this. See how this, and then you go and you push it down on it. Once it's all pushed down, I want to make sure it can pack in. And then you just sort of push it off, and then I take your spoon or whatever, your measuring spoon, and I just scrape the edge off so that when it come off it'll be a little cleaner. And then I use just something to just hit it a couple of times. If you just hit it a couple of times and then hit this side, here we go. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Okay, and then carefully transfer to a baking sheet over there. Let's do one more. Okay, hold your finger covering the little hole so that the color doesn't fall through, and sort of just mix in the color however you like. And just thought it would be kind of fun with these 3 colors. Okay. I try to catch everything on my plate right here so that later on I could just push them all together and put into a little jar for my personal use. Like I normally keep a little layer of like extra, you know, fell through or leftover and into this little jar so that I could use it myself. It's just kind of almost like a jar of unicorn powder. You never know what you're gonna get. You only really need to push down once. I'm just a little OCD on that side. So you're just gonna push it off. It pop right off. See? And then I go just to clean the edge up. These are just extra steps I do. I don't have to. And then later on I'm gonna come back and drizzle a cocoa butter color mixture so it look kind of like the, you know, the syrup and glaze. And sometimes I do a little bit of well, depending on the weather, I try to do color like sea salt, a sprinkle, but if it's raining a lot, it check a lot of moisture, and so it kind of ruined one of my donut one time. So I go back to doing a little bit of just sugar sprinkle on top. I typically not wanting to put much sugar into a bath bomb, but it's a very small teensy amount, and if it bothers anybody, they could just pick it out right before they use it. I mean, it doesn't bother me personally, but I mean, I don't do faux sugar frosting top and stuff like that because I think that's just too much sugar in the bath. And I know some people are a little more sensitive with the sugar in the bath, so this one only has a little bit of the little sprinkle, the sugar sprinkle, so you can just take it right off. Just pick it off like a little pearl. One more, and then I'll have the camera off. Yes, I probably am overpacking this. I know, but this colors is very pretty. I thought maybe the purple was just a bit too light, but no, I actually starting to really love it. It's not overpowering and give you a very soft, happy tone. Here we go. The most dangerous part is transferring it from my hand to the baking sheet right there, because that's when it sometimes crack on me. I'm gonna have the camera off now so that I can finish the whole bunch of them, and then I'll keep filming when I start doing the glaze on top. Okay, thanks for watching. Okay, here's the finished step 1 of the donut bath bomb. They are, as I said, 3 color combination. And so my little batch right here, it's about 20 plus bath bomb. Then I'm gonna come back and do the glaze on top. Just a little drizzled to kind of like jazz it up a little bit. And this is the naughty berry, no, berry naughty fragrant oil from Crafter's Choice. It's actually a very, very nice, sweet, fruity fragrant. So the color look really pretty. So stay tuned for the other step. Step 2 of the production. Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome back to part 2 of the bath bomb donut making. And this is what we made last night. As you can see, these are very pretty bath bombs. The colors came out really pretty. I'm very, very happy with them. Some tiny little bit of crack line here and there. I don't know if you can see this tiny little crack line right there. It had a lot to do with it was drying up a little too fast. So we were fighting humidity, but you don't want it to dry too fast. It's like a little science experiment every time we do this. So once again, I'm not a bath bomb expert, so I'm sure there's a lot of other people who watch their channel and see how they make theirs, and they could break down all the science for you on how to make a perfect bath bomb. This is just me making them because it's kind of fun. So for the top, I'm gonna drizzle some color on top. So what I did is I milked down some cocoa butter, and these are like the dry form of cocoa butter. So they come in, and once you melt them down, they're like basically just, you know, liquid oil, as you can see. So I am going to try to show you better. You see this right here. So this, and then what I do is I'm gonna put the color, which is micas in this case right here, directly into it. And I'm gonna need a good amount. Wow, that's a really pretty color. Oh my. Probably needed to be a little deeper than this, because what happened is that I'm gonna add some baking soda to it to thicken it up. So think making a sauce. You know, you have your oil base or vegetables base, you know, making gravy, you know, your drippings and stuff, and you add a seasoning, and you make it exactly how you wanted it. And then to thicken it up, you will have to add you know, some cornstarch or some flour. So it's kind of that concept, but the process of adding the baking soda into it, it will make everything lighter, because it's gonna be a creamier color instead of this beautiful translucent color. So that's kind of the challenge of trying to picture it. And I try to make the color before I add the baking soda. I mean, obviously it's easier to visualize it after, but the baking soda sort of thickens the thing up super fast. So you don't want to wait too long for it. You know what I mean? So that's that. And here's my baking soda. Let's do like, here's baking soda, and you just sort of, which hand? You just sort of sprinkle it and mix. Okay, sprinkle and mix, and once it's thickened up, it's not much you can do about it. So you don't want, and it's cocoa butter here, so you don't want to be wasteful on it, because it's not exactly the cheapest ingredient. So which is why I always make in these tiny little containers. These are the little sauce container that you get when you do Chinese takeout, and I always wash them and then spray them down with rubbing alcohol. That's with all my tools and container. Mixing it. Let's see. You want to see if it's a good consistency yet. The problem is that once the cocoa butter cool down, it's also gonna get super thick. So it's kind of like you kind of have to work against time a little bit. And sometimes by the time it looks like it's perfect, it might already be too late. So I think this is good enough. More or less, just a little bit more. You could also do this exact same thing with, let's say, milk and pour and stuff. Just have to bear in mind that you might want to package, if it's milk and pour, you want to package a little earlier, because it does attract moisture. Well, milk and pour, you want to seal the moisture in, otherwise depending on the brand, sometimes you get sweating, so you kind of have little sweating over your bath bomb donut, which is kind of sad. Yeah, I have some issue with milk and pour, so I stopped doing that. It doesn't stay as pretty as vibrant, and after a little while, it sort of the sweating will happen, and then a little bit of sugar ash might have happening on top too. So it just didn't work out for me ideally. So, but it worked out for other people. And then on top of that, we could sprinkle a little sugar on top, or little colorful sugar. I do colorful sugar a lot with these, but the problem with them is that you kind of have to work fast at the same time, because as soon as this thing cool down, it's not gonna stick anymore. So let's try a couple, trying to space them out a little more so that when you drizzle them, they don't all run into each other, kind of a deal. You see? Okay, good. Now, this is a really beautiful color, as you can see still. And this is actually Matte Oil's Flash Dance. So this one is a very pretty color. Kind of have a blue, purplish, shimmery on top of this deep, kind of like maroon pink. So basically you just do this, and then you start coming in with a little bit of, and this one looks like I still need a little bit more baking soda because it's not giving me the consistency that I want. It can always help when you do a test drizzle and see if it's nice and thick enough or not. But like I said, once it got thick enough, you really need to run fast. Make sure there's no lump in it. Okay. Just to add a little bit of color into it. Yeah, with these little things, you kind of lose them more than you kind of lose, like it kind of fall right off the edge more than others. Okay, and keep it just a little bit more. I think it need to be quite a lot thicker still. It's not giving me that thickness that I want. I've been mixing quite a lot, so I would say go with 2 or 3 spoonfuls at a time, and then go in with half a spoonful afterward. I think it have a lot to do with the fact that it's also, it might need to cool down more, but it's also pretty cool to touch. This container is barely burning. It's not, there's no temperature already, so that's that. Milk and pour will give you the perfect, much better consistency as, like, you know, a syrupy, chocolate syrupy consistency. as far as I'm concerned, but okay, much better. Okay, where is it? Oh. Sometimes what I do is I come back and I actually put it on, like stick it on with a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna put a little more over there because it didn't get that perfect just so earlier. Ah. And these little drizzles are perfect to cover up any like imperfection in your bath bomb. And so is all the little decoration. It's a great way to cover things up. Okay, there we have it. So I'm not sure if I want to do any more color on top. I might for a couple one just for the heck of it, but we'll see. Other than that, this is pretty much what it looks like. Okay, so thank you for tuning in once again, and I hope I share some information, even though this is really just more a video blog for, you know, me remembering how I do my thing anyway. So I hope you enjoyed this non-soap making video. If you would like to see some more non-soap making videos for me down the line, please go ahead and comment. And if you enjoy this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And if you want to subscribe to all my future video, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate all the support, and I'll try to post a little bit more consistent. And I'm very sorry for the lengthy video this time. I don't know when to stop, and then also the camera focus was a little soft on the edge. I'm still working on it. New camera, new settings, so it's a lot to learn. So other than that, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, happy soaping.